So, okay, what is the law in England? I'm not sure about the law in other countries, but in England it is against the law to carry any kind of weapon whatsoever. Anything that could be perceived or seen that may be useful for self-defense or handing out some kind of violence is basically illegal. And if you were stopped by a police officer in possession of any kind of item that could be seen to be for violent purposes, he will question you. He will ask you several different questions leading up to finding out if you had an intention to break the law or to use a weapon in a public place against somebody else, and so on and so forth. Okay. This is a knife defence course, a knife survival defence course. So even if you are a fisherman, let's say, and you had a skeleting knife or a gutting knife, okay, yeah, you have a kind of defence, and your great defence would be the fact that it's right next to your fishing rods in your fishing box, and you're on the way back or to or from fishing. There you have no intention to stab or hurt or slash somebody, okay? So you may be questioned and might actually give you a bit of a, not a caution, but a heads up on the laws of this country, that you should really be careful about weapons in public places. Okay, so that is basically it. The laws got changed and changed and changed drastically over the years. At one point you could carry a 2-inch blade and it was deemed okay, you know, whatever you were using it for, whittling, cleaning out a pipe or whatever it was used for, fine. Then that went down to about 1 inch, because the idea in mind was that the shorter the blade, the less damage you can do when it goes into your skin, okay? But at some point even that 1-inch blade became illegal, okay? So, what has Britain done? Like I said, there's a lot of crime out there. What Britain has tried to do is take away the ability for youngsters to buy knives from shops and things by putting them in it, like or cigarettes and things like that, in behind the back shelf. So to buy something like that, you would actually have to go to the counter and say, hey, I'd like a set of knives for my kitchen. You know, they'd probably ask you that. Oh, what do you want for? I need for my kitchen, you know. And they probably won't say something like, have you got an adult with you? Or something like that, okay. So they are trying to combat that option to stop people from taking or buying knives and carrying them in a public place. Okay, I'm not sure on what kind of sentence you would get for carrying a weapon, and make no mistake, if you're caught with a knife or anything else in a public place, right, you are carrying a deadly weapon, and when you put it in your pocket and you stepped out of your house into a public place, there was an intention to use that to commit a crime. Even if you said, yeah, people are scaring me, so I thought I'd carry a weapon just in case I need to fight back. Well, there was an intention to commit violence, even in a defence situation. That's still against the law, so really don't get caught up. Best thing you could do is never, ever, ever carry a weapon, right? I don't carry a weapon, never, ever, wouldn't even think about it, okay? So if I don't do it, you don't do it, okay? Now, I'm going to discuss why I don't do that in the next video. I just want to keep you up in the idea of the law and why the things you shouldn't be doing and so on and so forth. So keep that in mind, okay? So I'll see you in the next video.